Okay.
I'll bet you the Rams score first.
I already have a bet that New England will.
I know.
Sorry to disappoint you.
There are a bunch of gamblers around here. Want to bet?
And I haven't let them score the field goal first. Anyway.
I've doubted that one of them is going to split their pants. It's 10-1.
What are you doing? What are you doing? He's not even looking.
Excuse my friend. At least you can talk to the television.
Yeah.
They better get you that chair after all to feel you out, huh? Come on, let's go.
Unbelievable. Oh, Joe said face mask, personal foul. There you go. First down.
Face mask.
I said something else. Something else. He did something.
Nice going, Fowler. What do you do?
Oh, you can't use your helmet to hit. You can't butt head or.
It was just hugging him. He just was hugging him.
Yeah, I know. That's
Hey,
it.
how you doing?
Good call. Unfortunately, I'm sure you need the Rams, don't you? You don't?
No, we got Patriots all the way. Patriots lose. I'm usually on the street.
Well, maybe we should do something. I need Rams. You need Patriots.
Oh, go.
You need Patriots. I need Rams. You want to just trade like a couple thousand? Yeah. Just if Patriots cover,
No, because I don't have that much.
you gonna do 1,000, 500? You just gonna risk it?
One time a year.
Okay.
We're at it.
For what? No, we're not even settled with our everything. It's like everything's not.
All right, so you're either gonna own 280 or 380.
When is this gonna start? Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, go get me a coffee, would you? Decaf? So sorry. And I'll pay you. Make it my bonus. Make it my bonus, but a decaf.
Anything on the sign?
Just cream.
I have a whole buffet coming from the Super Bowl party, which it looks like I'm gonna miss.
Oh, Steve, they're gonna start. They're getting ready to start. So it will be on this thing?
Yeah, it's already streamed. It's streaming right now.
Oh, it just doesn't show here.
Okay.
So Tara, if we're
Yeah, I
doing
can-
commentary, where do we go?
Outside?
Are there mics out there?
Yes, hang on one sec. Let's see. Two.
How much of your own action do you
Okay, do
have?
you see it now?
How much of your own action do you have?
Switch the mics on.
We'll see so someone gets a joke. Let's.
Janet just got photographed.
And it's streaming out there. The game. I mean, this game, it's not that game.
What's the one out there, you Scott?
It's streaming out there.
Except for they're not playing. Well, the way it's supposed to play for the 40. But you're probably not playing for 40.
No. Okay, I got it. I'm all green.
Yeah, and what you want to do is, I mean, they're listening to me. You want to talk like this, right? No, go ahead and hold it. And you want to have some distance between you and Joe.
Okay.
So you don't have echo.
All right, got it.
Right? So like keep it.
Yeah.
Follow me? So hold it.
Okay.
And you. Okay, good. Yeah, and understand this.
If you get a chance, if there's anybody out there who's in handicap.
Sure. Let me know. Yeah, Jonah, you're live.
Okay. Thank you.
Go, Joe.
So here we are in the Texas Championships Longhorn Masters Jackpot Final.
So Malcolm Davis,
between
Longhorn back.
Robert Bazooka Glass and Petko Kostadinov.
Okay, good luck. Good luck.
Petko's one of the top 10 players in the world for sure. And Bob has went away for the game for a little bit while, but he came back super strong. He's been winning everything that you can think about, winning the consolation in Vegas. Anyway, so here we are. This is 11-point finals of the Malcolm Davis Longhorn Classic Jackpot.
Bob Glass is on your right, and Petko's on your left. Petko's on the bottom, and Bob Glass is on the top. Bob Glass is playing the black checkers, Petko the blue. Standard 4-6 from the bar, in and hit. Bob is pretty tired. This has been a long weekend. He's won a lot of matches this week.
Yeah, he won. As a matter of fact, there was a special contest where they had for whoever won the most matches, and he far and away won that contest, winning 3 or 4 more matches than anybody else in the whole tournament. By the way, my co-announcer here today is Joe Russell, who is a 1989 world champion and also a backgammon Hall of Famer.
I'm happy to be doing the commentary with the new inductee to the Hall of Fame, Steve Sachs.
Oh, I set you up for that one. Thank you very much, Joe. In good company. That was an awesome shake for Bob double twos. Petko's going to make the 9-point. Oh, I think this is definitely the wrong idea. He's going to go move the checkers back. Going to slot make the 9-point, slot the 3-point, and then I think Bob should double for sure. And I don't think Petko has a take with 3 on the 24-point. It's not too good. I mean, you know, Petko's got the anchor and a blockade of some kind. You guys marginally possible on the too good side?
No, definitely not too good.
You think it might be a take?
I think it's closer to a take than too good for sure.
Okay, well, I would not take it, but you know, that's
it's probably a pass with no spare on the 6-point.
And the back checker's not split.
No spare on the 13-point.
I think if you go 24-23 with one of the white checkers,
He takes.
he took it quickly. I think this is a bad call on his part. But
It can't be too bad.
Petko's he's higher on the Giants list than I am, so he may know better.
Well, not only that, but he's probably one of the top 10 players in the world.
Oh yeah. Okay, so Bob hits him. He's got the small advantage to start off with. Now this is a problem for Petko. He's going to come in. He can't really hit loose off from the midpoint to the 7-point.
Yeah, this
so he's got to come out. That's good. You know, so all Bob can do is make the bar, and then Petko's still in it. (5-2).
Double hit here.
Yeah, he's going to double hit. It's not the greatest point to start, but 2 on the bar is better by far. Dice on checker counts, and that's a really good shot for Petko. He's right back in the game here. He's going to point on him in the 4-point, and he's got the double anchor, and Bob's, you know, sorry he gave the cube at this point. It was right to give at the time for sure. Pretty weak return, but he can safety that checker from the 18-point and slowly proceed to try and bring his pieces home.
Pretty even game now with Petko owning the cube.
I agree. So that's a pretty good shot.
24-20.
I think that's a good move. Just you're not playing a back game here. Better board. Forward anchor. Double 3s for Bob. Well, just make the
Pretty good
bar
shake.
point.
Make the bar.
Hope for the
Nothing
best.
else. It's actually a good roll for Bob.
It sure is. (5-2). Safety
13.
apiece, not bad.
That's got to be right.
Well, somehow he went from the
Put himself
20-point to
on
the
the
bar. Okay. They're playing legal moves, dice on checker, so another double 3s. I might just make the ace point here. Or no, I'm sorry, I wouldn't do that.
No, just 13-10 and 10-7.
Yeah, Joe's right. That's why I'm not in the finals. I don't know these moves. Neither one of these players should be in much time trouble. They do have the element of the clock in play, but Bob's a very fast player, and Petko's, I've never known him to have trouble with time. An ace would make Petko a favorite here. He does roll the ace. 13-9, and he's got to be a favorite holding cube. You're a small favorite. But he doesn't even have a recube. If Bob dances, he doesn't even have a recube.
Maybe.
Unbelievable.
Great shot for Bob. So the
yeah, what's he going to do, though? Would you hit, or would you make the anchor? I would hit.
I like hitting as well.
I mean, you are outboarded, but you know, you're sending another fourth checker back with tempo.
Fourth checker back and commanding race lead when you do that.
Yeah.
He doesn't hit. A 3 or 4 is really good for Petko, so I'm pretty sure he'll hit here.
Yeah. Good move, Bob, if that's what you're doing.
Great shot
3-4.
for Petko. He
Oh,
gets
yeah.
back.
Probably very close to an even game in the first game of this 11-point final.
Another good roll for Bob. He enters, whacks on the 3-point.
Oh, I wouldn't. Oh, would you really do that?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, it duplicates threes. 2-4. Well, enter and hit.
Getting dicey for Petko.
No, for Bob.
For Petko. Actually, Petko needs Bob to fan.
Would Bob have a recue? No, we're not going to find out. Bob enters.
Bob doesn't have the cube. Petko does.
Yeah, that's why I said if Bob fanned, would Petko have a recue? That
I
was
thought
my.
you said did Bob have a
No. I may have said that, but it's not what I meant. So, just escape to the 14.
Go 9 for a 3 here. He
5-1,
didn't get it.
but he can hit anyway. Par 20, 23, 22.
Great shot. Great shot.
Petko's got a better board, but he's got more checkers back than Bob. And Bob's got free. I think I'm playing to the 20 here.
Yeah, I like playing to the 20 as well.
If Petko only had 2 checkers on the 20 point, I'd consider playing 14-11, but he's got a spare checker on the 20 point, so that allows Petko to escape with tempo and still maintain the advanced anchor. And Petko's counterattack isn't super strong. It is a little diversified. He's got 1s, 2s, and 3s to hit if Bob moves up, but I think it's a little bit of a mistake. Might need minus -0.05 or -0.06 maybe.
That's not too bad.
5-4, pretty weak shot, but you can play 20 to 9, cover the outfield. Or you can hit twice from 6 to 1 and 6 to 2.
20 to 11, I mean.
Oh, I would say Petko's definitely a favorite holding the cube here. And he rolls a double 2s. That's not that productive.
It's a terrible shot for Bob.
Oh, that was Bob's double 2s. I was thinking. Yeah, it's pretty weak. Well, I'm not breaking the blockade, so he's just got to play 8-4 and try and escape one or both of those back checkers soon. $32 for Petko. Well, I think I'm playing the deuce 13-11 and 23 to 20. I'm not worried about that checker being attacked on the 22.
Take away
Blocking.
those. Take away those fly shots. Get
Absolutely.
one man ready to escape.
Maybe they'll have a 16 cube in the first game, and we can all go watch the Super Bowl. I'm rooting for the Rams.
I think Bob's just going to run out here with the man from the 23.
Very nice. Four. Awesome shot for Petko here. If Bob stays out, I'm not sure it would be a recue, but it's something to consider. He did not stay out.
I'm not going to give you that option.
He's going to come out. Should
To
come
the
out to the
18.
18. That's right, Joe.
Can't allow him to point on you on the 20 on the 5 point.
Yeah, he doesn't even have a good deuce to play besides that. So Petko's a clear favorite here, holding the cue, but he's far from a redouble.
He does have 3 minutes left behind the 4 prime. 4-1.
Wow, great shot, Petko. Makes the bar point. Bob stays out with it. He did stay out. The game should be over with the recube here. I don't think Petko's even close to being too good, but I don't think it's close to a take. An easy pass. Petko gains the early lead at 2-0, 2-11.
If Bob seems to be playing a little bit slow, this is a grueling weekend, and he's probably played 25 matches over the weekend, or 20 matches over the weekend, and he is, it's a long, being on the road, traveling, sleeping in a different bed. It's
He's a fighter, this guy.
It's pretty tough. So I know he's exhausted. He told me before the match he's worn out. But he's had a tremendous weekend, and we're all proud of him.
Absolutely. Former winner of the Las Vegas tournament. As a matter of fact, in a very short span of time, Bob Glass won the Brazil tournament, the Costa Rica tournament, and the Las Vegas tournament. And I nicknamed him the Killer Bee as he moved north forward from Brazil through Costa Rica to the United States with the Killer Bee attack. Just make the 8-point here very simple. When you have 2 checkers back unsplit. I'm not going for the loose attack. I like this move. Okay, great shot for Petko. I'm gonna hit here. Gotta stop Petko from developing. Even though we're leaving multiple return shots. Backgammon is a long game. I mean, they call it a race, but to get to that race is a long process. Three, 2 for Bob, making the 8 points. So do you bring another checker off the midpoint, or do you lift? Oh, he can make the 3-point.
Make the 3-point.
Okay, he found a move I didn't see. Maybe I'm more tired than he is. Got a 5-2, very weak return. Puts Bob in a good spot here, but he doesn't have a cube just yet. Even down 2-0. It's not as far as you might think, but I still think it's a no double. With 3 checkers back.
Not even close.
Okay. So I'm leaving that checker slotted on the bar. I think that's totally the wrong idea. You have a better position. That's an illegal move. I would just play 13-9 and leave the checker on the bar point. Well, Bob may pay for that. I mean, this is a very weak roll for Petko, but Bob could have more solidified his advantage by leaving that checker on the bar point. What's the worst that can happen? He gets a 4th checker sent back. You can play a multiple anchor holding game or back game. But, all right, still not a double.
It's better, though.
Yeah.
This is getting pretty close, actually, but it's still not a double.
I mean, I think if my opponent was... Here he goes, he doubles. Petko takes it instantly. I mean, he took that last cube. He's certainly taking this one. During a match, you can learn your opponent's tendencies unless you already know them. And he knows Petko's a taker, but it's a relatively volatile position. I would not personally double, but I don't fault Bob for choosing to do so. I might have moved to the 20 there. He's only blocking double 5s. Okay, well, Bob's happy you double now. That was a good sequence. 3-1. Robbie just make the 21 point. Try and release that back checker. Your next ambition is to make your 5-point or your bar point. Another fan for Petko. Bob 6s. Yeah, I was thinking just before he rolled 6s didn't play that well, but it's not that terrible. I mean, it's constructive. Made a blocking point, but he put a couple of pieces a little bit out of play.
Petko dying for a 5 here, but he fans again.
Bob got
Great
a 5-2.
shot for Bob.
I'm not so sure I would do that. I might play
Just run.
23 to 16 there.
I think this is fine.
Well, we'll find out later. I'm sure somebody's going to transcribe this match and put it in so we can all study and learn from these 2 top players here. All right, now he makes my play. A little delayed. 5, 6. Well, you're going to have to risk it here. You don't have a better 6. Come out and give up the anchor. Even if you get hit back, you can make the 20 point.
Sure.
Or at worst, the 24. You got to leave a shot somewhere, and you're not going to play checker to the deuce point. So, pretty strong position for Petko if he doesn't get back holding the cube. Bob's still probably a very marginal favorite here, but 4-1. Okay, this is a pretty huge roll coming up here. If Petko can roll a 5, he's going to be a clear favorite. If he doesn't, Bob's got decent gammon chances. 5-3, super strong for Petko. In and out heartbreak, as Chick Hearn used to say. Well, Petko's clearly a favorite holding the cube here. 2-1 for Bob. Really no help whatsoever.
Weak entry. I was hoping to come in with a 3 or 5 that hit on the ace point.
I think I'm playing 20. No, well, I guess that's okay. I was considering
Connection with the man.
Yeah. All right, ace 5. Well, how about this? What are we doing here?
I think he just plays clean here, slots the ace point. Yeah.
I wouldn't do that.
I think that's correct. That's the right idea. You don't want to have too many blots when the blitz takes place.
Yeah, but he's got a weak blitz, and I personally would have played 18 to 13 and 17 to 16. There's no direct shot, and you're not putting a piece out of play. When you put pieces out of play, that's about all he's got there. You better not roll it again. Or he's finished. Boxes for Petko, super strong. I guess you're escaping, making the 11 point, slot in the deuce. He holds the cube. He's only leaving a 9 shot. I mean, you got to escape. I mean, you could make the bar point, but I mean, those pieces on the 17 are kind of disconnected, so I think I'd bring them into the.
Or the 11 point under all scenarios.
Yeah, I mean, suppose you could make the 11 and the 7, but you're outboarded 4-1, and you got a blot on your ace points. I think escaping takes a pretty high precedent here. He doesn't agree with me at all. Oh, we'll find out who's right. I really do not like this idea. 119 for Gray. 60, 79, 19.
You're going to take that. Let me see that first.
So Petko's up 6 pips after the race here. I think just escape. I mean, you're outboarded 4-2. You got a blot on your ace point. I don't see why you want to encourage contact. The race isn't that bad. Just take your back checker out, play 8-2. Hope not to get hit with a 9, and then just slowly bring your pieces home.
This looks reasonable, but also all plays look reasonable here. Looks like making the 5 prime is pretty good because it's pretty hard for the guy to attack, prime you, and escape all this stuff at the same time.
Well, it's not. It's a little bit of a broken 5 prime.
Yeah, but as you tried, what's he going to do? Attack on the ace point? You get a 4 or 6, you're out of there. You get those men stuck behind the prime. It's a very tough play. I'm not sure what.
I mean,
what
5s would be duplicated, but I definitely don't
I
agree.
would definitely make the 11 point and then either continue making the 5 point, 7 point, or escape.
Well, you can't. Yeah, no, I'm not doing this here. But that's Petko's call. We'll find out later who's right.
Very reasonable. I think very reasonable.
Okay, 4-2, pretty weak shot for Bobby. He swings a check around from the 16 to the 10 point. Still like some modest pressure on Petko to escape. He doesn't really want to get attacked here on the future roll. But, by the way, congratulations to Jonas Seawald for winning the 2019 Texas State Backgammon Championship over Michigan great Dmitry Obakov. That happened earlier today. I'm sure some of you were watching it.
Very good roll for Petko, double 5.
Yeah, he's in the race mode here. And again, a weak shot for Bob, 4-2. I think I'm just bringing it in. I mean, the 5s and 3s are duplicated all over the place.
Yeah.
You could think about playing 6-2 and...
Nah, that's not the right idea.
I mean, it does kill his 6s if he brings the checker in. This leaves 4 shots, which I think Petko's not really entitled to.
I don't think this is the right idea.
4 shots is 11%. 3-2 for Petko. Okay, solidifies his position a little bit. Bob's numbers are duplicated. He's got 3s and 5s working for him, so 2s and 4s are pretty bad, especially 4s. Ace deuce. Well, you're going to hit here, and bring it in. Play with the 1 blot. Petko's a favorite hole in the cube, but he's certainly with the lead in the match. He can't redouble here. Ace 3. Very, very strong shot. 8 to 5. Now he's got 3s working for him to make his deuce point. 6s and 4s to escape. If Bob stays out here, we might think about a recube. Let's count the race here. 30, 60, 65, 95, 101 for Petko. 118, 128, 134. I would redouble this here. I mean,
I redouble as well.
You got to lead in the match. You know, you can use all 8 points to get you to 10 in an 11-point match. And think about it from your opponent's perspective. That's one thing that I do when I'm playing. I think, would my opponent really want to be redoubled here, as opposed to should I redouble? And
Pretty sure Bob's going to pass this.
you think he will?
Yes.
Yeah, well, like I said, Petko's got 6s and 4s to escape, 3s working to make his deuce point. 5s are not good, but I mean, they're not, all 5s are bad. 6, 5, and 4, 5 are good. Double 5s, even.
What's
you know,
Bob's game plan to win here? It's not
game, yeah, I mean, yeah, it's. I think I'll agree with you here, Joe. I mean,
I think this is a clear pass.
I don't know how clear it is. I mean, he does have an anchor, and Petko's got a checker stuck back, but.
The thing is, he can hit Petko along the way, and Petko can still win. It's not like he hits and wins.
Yeah, and Bob's got 4 checkers back,
And
1 on the bar.
And Bob, you know, a couple of fans here, like Petko rolls, Petko rolls. Eventually, Bob comes on the 2-point. Petko makes it. Yeah, it looks like a good pass to me.
We got the redouble and the pass very quickly. I might take a little more time in thinking about it. First of all, in case the decision is close, and secondly, you don't want to give your opponent too much confidence that they can just redouble you, or double or redouble you, and you can pass immediately. I'm willing to burn a little bit of time on the clock for some deception, but a lot of players don't do that. So, that's on the first 2 games of the match, 4-0 lead. I don't have my match equity table in front of me, but I'm going to guess he's probably around 77%. Not sure about that. Super strong shot. Box is making both bar points. So, Bob, gosh, do I make the 10 or the 5? What do you think, Joe? I
think I'd make
honestly,
the 10. I think I would do this as well.
I would have made the 5, but, you know. All right. Okay, even with the 4-0 lead, I think if Bob rolls an unhelpful number, I think Petko should cube. He's in a very strong position. This is an unhelpful number. He's going to play 8 to 3 and then think about the ace. He might split or slot his 5 point,
think
but
he
in either
should split.
case, I think Petko should double.
24-23.
137 for Gray. 73, 93, 123, 147, 150. It's a 13-pip lead, but yeah, I double here. Bob's got no position.
He probably would double, but 4-0 and leading 4-0. He's probably being slightly conservative.
Yeah. Well, that's consistent with the style of someone who views the underdog as having a better chance to win. The guy that takes the cube and waits to double. Petko's playing a very consistent game with the cube right here. Again, I think I'm doubling, although it's not as strong as it was the previous shake.
Here he's just going to play 2 down from the midpoint. If Bob doesn't roll something good, he probably will double.
Yeah, we'll have 4 active builders to make a 5 prime with an advanced anchor. At best, Bob's going to have a 2-point board. 6, I can't see. There's a little glare. It looks like a 6-1.
Can't tell.
Well, if it's a 6-1, you should just run the back checker out. I don't understand why he's not running the back checker out all the way. This makes no sense whatsoever. This is a total oversight on Bob's part. Very unfortunate. You come out all the way. You leave an ace shot and you're out. Aces and 7s and 9s. So that was Bob's play.
It's
The clock's been hit.
very close to a cube here. This may be a cube.
It's definitely a cube.
Yeah.
Petko's ahead in the race, got a better position, attacking position. Bob's got a blot in his board. So, I mean, perhaps he could still take it at the score, but you know, you got to take your advantages and opportunities when they come.
Yeah, I think I would double this.
121 for Gray. 58, 70, 90, 100, 130, 133. So a 12-pip lead, a better board, 4 active builders attacking, advanced anchor. Bob's got no position with a blot in his board. I mean, even with the 4-0 lead, I'm doubling here, and and Bob takes pretty confidently. I'm not so good at these decisions, with the odd score.
Makes his 5-point here, I think.
I like the 5-point over the 3-point for sure. I think probably the wrong idea. I could be wrong. He still has 3 active bills to make the 5-point, but he does deny Bob the opportunity to escape with a single 6, which perhaps is the right idea. Yeah, I'm definitely doing this to improve my position, come in on the 23. Otherwise, where's your deuce and you're just getting attacked with a sloppy position. It's actually a pretty good shake.
Great shake. Makes
He doesn't
5
get to make
points.
his 5-point, but he gets to make a 5-point board with a race lead. Unless Bob hits back, he's looking at possibly being down very quickly in 3 games, 8-0 in the match. 5, well, okay, that's a better than average roll. Slot your 5
Bob
points. All
dying
you
for
got.
Petko to roll a 6 here.
Yeah,
Bob praying for a 6.
6-4. Boxes. Good call, Joe. Wow, this is amazing. Bob's not really a favorite here, but holding cube, trailing 4-0 on the match. If he can make his 5-point, which he just did, well, you can make it with an ace. I'm not so sure about this. I mean, he's giving Petko the 6-4 fly shot. I think I stay back on the 20. Honestly, I stay back on the 20-point.
Same here. He also gets hit with double 5.
Yeah, which increases the gammon. It doesn't help on the escape part, but increases the gammon. But yeah, there were fewer numbers to hit, but Bob's got. Oh, this is unbelievably good shake here.
Bob.
Petko rolls a 6 here. It's an instant redouble and probably a
other
drop.
than 4-6. 6-6.
Yeah, 2-6 and
6-1
5-6.
and 6-3. There are actually not that many bad 6s.
Yeah. However, I mean, Bob trailing 4-0 and owning a 2 cube. I don't think he has. I don't think he necessarily even waits for Petko to leave a shot to send the cube back. I think I probably break the 10-point here on the next roll if I'm able to. Wow. How good is this? It's not that good, but it is 20 pips. I guess I just do this, yeah. Just hope you don't roll a 5 on the next shake. Some of his 6s are bad, but his smaller numbers play. And
Oy.
wow, grand
Dude.
slam home run here. Hit and lift. And now the question is, if Bob doesn't come in, is Petko slightly too good, or should he just claim 2 points? I would think it would just be a redouble and probably a drop if Bob stays out. If Bob comes in...
Bob has the cube. Petko doesn't have the cube.
Oh, okay. Maybe I'm the one that needs the coffee. Okay, so Petko's going to hope to get missed here, and then pretty much you're a pretty huge favorite to go up 6-0 with small gammon chances.
Critical roll for Bob here. Hits, he could even win a gammon.
He's got 8 numbers to hit back. That's almost 20. That's 22% of the numbers hit back. Oh no, Bob stays out. So he's looking at seriously be down 6-0 or 8-0 in this match here. So Petko's going to play 13-7, 8-3. Only got I think 6
big
numbers to
four's
leave a
good.
shot on the next shake.
3's good.
6-5, 6-4, 5-4 leave a shot if he doesn't get hit back. So he's only got 6 numbers to leave a shot here. Otherwise, it's clear sailing to victory. He did not leave a shot.
Now, does he take a man off? I think he does.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, you leave a shot with 6 numbers if you take a checker off, but you maintain your board long. You have a better chance for gammon. And Bob comes in. Okay, it's probably going to pretty easy save.
Yeah.
And Bob will have lost 3 consecutive 2-point games to trail 6-0 in this 2019 Malcolm Davis Longhorn Classic. It's a beautiful trophy, by the way. I believe it's made of copper, and it's. I would have gone for the 2 crossovers. Not that big a deal. Beautiful trophy, the Texas Longhorn.
Have more good 6s with the other plays.
I have one at home, and Bill Riles said to me, tournament director here at the Texas State, if you win another one of these, you can start a herd. Unfortunately, it was not heard of. Okay, so Petko's down to 8 checkers left. If Bob rolls really small, Petko, I guess he needs a couple of shakes. Will definitely win the gammon. Other than that, Bob's probably off. So probably 99%.
Very unlikely.
Probably 99% to save the gammon, and now
That's
at
a
100% to save the gammon. Is Bob going to take a break here, or is he going to forge forward? We're going to find out in just a moment.
He's probably too tired to take a break, to tell you the
Yeah,
truth.
I think that's okay. Just keep playing. Unless you got some really good
You
reason.
can see Bob. He's really, really exhausted.
Yeah.
He's struggling to get through this. But
But I mean, how's he been playing? He's been playing
I
okay.
think he's been playing pretty well.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to find out. We're going to see what the PRs for both these players are. And one thing, when you get to the finals, sometimes you think you're playing really well, but both me and my opponent, I won't say his name, protect the innocent, but we both played over a 6 in the finals last year, which was a big surprise to both of us. But, you know, you live and learn. Petko maintaining the pressure by starting with a 4-2 opening, making his 4-point. Bob splits, but one good thing for Bob here is that Petko's not going to be that ambitious to send a cube here, unless it's a very volatile position or he's got a huge edge. Because one thing you want to avoid is getting redoubled in gammon and losing your 6-0 lead, and all of a sudden you're down 8-6. It's okay.
Need an update on the score of the Super Bowl.
We've got Petko hitting Bob and have the advanced anchor in his board. Bob with the double ace is a very strong return. He's going to enter, split, and make his 5
Super Bowl
point.
score is 0-0.
Personally, when I
We're in the
play,
second
I try to
quarter with 12
prioritize
minutes and
moves,
50
especially with
seconds
doubles.
left.
You play the moves in order of importance. So when Bob enters on the 24, he must then immediately play 6-5 with the next 2, and then think about the last ace. It makes it less likely you're going to make a mistake. I'm not saying Bob made a mistake there, but as far as technique is concerned, you should play him in order. Petko now makes his bar point. Bob with the 3-1. He's in a little bit of a pickle here. I don't really like. I think I step up. Well, the problem with stepping up all the way is that you can diversify his attacking numbers. You give him 4s, 3s, 2s, and 1s to hit, and 6s and 5s to escape. It might be a little bit much, but the fact that Petko's
Monster shake by Petko.
yeah, I mean, so Petko's going to hit, make the 5-point hit again, and if Bob fans, Petko's going to play on. If he comes in on the ace or 3-point, you probably should expect a double even at the score. So, pretty important roll for Bob. I think it's a double here, even with the 6-0 lead. But maybe Petko's a better match player than I am, has the discipline to wait. All right, I'm coming out here, duplicating aces and 3s. Bob has very few joker return shots. I mean, 13-7 doesn't make much sense. Hitting loose doesn't make much sense.
You got to come out. You can't
You
stay
come
in at
out,
this point.
and basically you've kind of won the game, or you can play on, unless he comes back with a joker. So Petko's not going to miss that opportunity. Bob is in really bad shape here, down 6-0, and in a bad position.
Double 3s would clean it up, though.
Double 3s would be superstar shake here. I'm coming in and I'm hitting on the 4-point. I mean, splitting is totally the wrong idea here. You're crushing the race. You keep the anchor, get him loose. You might make a 5-prime. This is a really bad idea. Petko, well, this is kind of a weak shot for Petko here. He can come out and make the anchor, but what's he going to do with the ace? Make the 15-point anchor. I could play 2-1 and keep the 5-prime. Nick Blazer in the background, fine back student of the game, and
I think he just duplicates the deuces.
future Hall of Famer.
I think he plays 13-7, 15-14. Duplicate
13-7,
deuces.
15. You know, that triplicates deuces, and that's a pretty insightful move.
I don't like this play. Do not like this play. This play is not right.
I'm not so sure how wrong this play is.
This
you
play,
still got a
this
5
play
prime.
is definitely wrong.
Well,
This
you
is
still got a
not good.
5-prime. You
This
still
is
have a better board.
No.
You still have
That's
the
not
outside
the right
anchor.
idea.
But you are playing. It's a little bit messy.
There you go. That's the right play.
This is Joe's play. Joe's using the Vulcan mind mill to give Petko the best play here. I don't know how you do it, Joe. I haven't watched Star Trek in years.
Way too easy.
It's deuces and deuces and deuces. Yeah, the 3's not so much because you're stripped on the midpoint, but it's really a super duplication of deuces here. And we got the Blazer attack here.
This has got to be bad. Don't
This
do
is
this.
This is a trademarked Blazer attack.
Oh no.
2 more people who are going to help you with commentary.
Okay, great.
Introduce us.
Okay. Sitting next to me is fantastic singer and a great backgammon player, Miss Lela Zalotskaya.
Yay!
And sitting next to Joe, Michael? Michael Niago?
Michael Nagu?
Nagu.
Niago.
Nagu.
Nagu.
Is he Nagu? Does he Nagu?
He's Nagu.
Does he Nagu?
He's good with the Nagu.
All right. Petko's got a 5-point board. Bob's on the bar. He is in super bad shape unless he rolls a 3, and he does not. It's a play on. It's a simple play on here. And this could be 4 consecutive 2-point games for Petko, taking an 8-0 lead to 11, which is probably in the neighborhood of 90%. I don't have the match equity table in front of me, but that may be an overplay. I'm not so sure about that. I mean, both double 3s and double 6s would be pretty good for Bob. But at least, yeah.
Same sevens.
Yeah, I think that's the right idea.
I mean, I would do this, you know. There's probably not a huge difference,
No.
honestly, but
These plays are often right, but I don't think you're gaining that
so
much
how many
on
numbers
this.
you got to cover? He's got 12, 16, 18. I think he had like 18. I mean, this play got 15, 19, 21 numbers. Got more numbers to cover this way. It's safer if you get hit. Okay. Yeah, this is a wipeout here, but you know what? Bob's a fighter. He's not going to give up even down 8-0. So the odds are in Petko's favor. One of the very best players in the world. I mean, you're going to leave double shot and double 6 no matter how you play it, so it's not that big a deal. I probably just play to the 8-point.
I'd play 11 and 5. You like this?
That's
I like
not
11
legal.
and 5.
11 and 5 would not be legal.
I mean 13 and 5.
No. Okay, 6-2, pretty strong here. You've got no bad numbers. Okay, double aces, very simple. I mean, if you could possibly think about clearing the 6-point if it left no shots.
You feel funny when they roll double 6, though.
Well, he's probably not going to save the gammon, but you know, he does have some tiny chance of a backgammon here. I mean, maybe 3%. Maybe.
There we go.
This is a really, really good shot for Petko. I mean, Bob is like, this is not any fault of his owner. He's just really, Petko's rolling the numbers, making good plays. Bob's playing well, but backgammon's a game of luck. I mean, Kit Willsey's beat me 7 out of the last 8 times. He probably shouldn't rate to beat me more than 6.
6 and a half, probably.
Yeah, that's about the line. 6.5 out of 8. Yeah. He's my all-time nemesis. It used to be Carter-Matic, but I won a few against Carter recently. I would hate to have to live that down where Carter was like my #1 nemesis. Love the guy.
All right, Bob rooting for a fan here. He got it.
He stays out.
Okay,
Okay, 12 numbers
there's
from the
life
shot
in
here.
Mudville.
So he's going to hit about a ninth of the time. Oh, this is awful.
No.
Are you even rooting to stay? I guess you are rooting to stay out here. You're probably not going to get backgammon. You get a shot about half the time. Okay, it's simple
this is
gammon.
it.
Petko has won 4 consecutive 2-point games to take an 8-0 lead to 11.
No.
No, it was like
4 consecutive 2-point games, not 4 consecutive undoubled games.
All right. So will Bob take a break? I guess not.
Bob is too tired to take a break, believe me.
That's just 11.
He's pointing at something. He's in. Now that we've
He was asking, is this the final?
No, now that we finished our 4 practice games, can we play the match? It's a tradition to play 4 practice games before starting the match. Okay, who's got the 4-3? Bob, bringing 2 down for sure. It's right for money, and it's
Absolutely.
definitely right at this score. Oh, are we rethinking it here? Oh, it's Petko. Oh, and Petko counter has got a split here. You've got to play defensively.
Bob, Petko said, Bob, that's a good play, but it's my role.
Oh, poor Bob, so tired. Do you make the deuce point or run out all the way? Or come out and hit? I'm not sure. I don't think I like hitting. It's just, the numbers are too diversified. You got 3s, 4s, aces, deuces, and 6s to hit if you make that play. You don't have great coverage situation with a stripped 8-point. I don't like this move. Could be wrong, though. I mean, trailing 8-0. It's been pretty rare that I've trailed 8-0. be honest with you. So,
Probably never happened.
yeah. I don't have to play kit every match. Okay. All right, Petko's basically got a frozen cube here. Unless it's a non-contact bear-off or even a simple holding game, you're probably not going to see Petko double.
Well, this has worked out pretty well for Bob.
Yeah. So let's see what Petko got, a 6-5. I would probably make the ace point here.
Yeah, that looks like the right idea.
I mean, you know, Bob's got very few returns to make the 5 point, only double threes. He could come off the bar with an ace, but gives Petko decent returns. I'm pretty sure Petko's going to find it. He did. Bob's a sophisticated and experienced tournament player. If he sees an opportunity to double with any decent gammon chances, I'm going to slot the bar here at 13-7.
Michael, I hear that you were one of the big winners at the tournament this weekend.
Oh, just.
And
4-3, well, easy anchor here. Slot the 3 point.
you won the last chance.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Michael won the last chance.
And me,
What did Layla do? I want to know.
nothing.
She did nothing, but she sang.
I decorated the room.
She sang
my
the other
presence.
day, and she was a very nice singer.
She gave Michael the motivation to win.
This is the right idea here. You already have your ace point made. It doesn't matter what order you make the points in. Once you made the ace point, slotting I think is a terrible idea. With it stripping your 8 point and giving Bob a chance with a better position to hit you and cost you racing chances. I'm super surprised at Petko. I would personally play 13-10 before I'd played 8-5, but I think 6-3 is totally the right idea.
I'm 6'3". I'm 6'3" here.
I mean,
I don't think this is going to be right.
This is totally the wrong idea. It's probably the first mistake Petko's made in the whole match. I mean, he's so good. But that had to be wrong.
Even though I have great respect for Petko, I would be willing to bet you're wrong on that.
But that was his
the
first
mistake
mistake.
he's made. Oh, man.
It's a little bit. We got to be a little bit humorous here. I mean, Bob's taking a drubbing here, and let's just lighten the situation. Bob's got a cube. 100% got a cube here. He looks like he's going to shake the dust. I don't understand this at all.
Well,
Down 8-0 in this position, he's not going to double. That is absolutely the wrong idea. The question is whether Petko would have a take or not. I didn't get a chance to examine it. They played too quickly. Now it's probably not quite too good. Okay, double pass, 8-1. Bob's on the board here. Even if Petko, as much as he takes, he does not take this one. That was a missed opportunity for Bob. He could have got it to 8-4 possibly, but okay, it's 8-1. No skunk. What? I don't know. I don't know about that, but it was definitely a mandatory double. Okay, so what do we got here? We're going to re-roll. We're in. Okay. Yeah, I think with an 8-1 lead, 6-4 is close enough of a play. You should probably just run.
Pardon us if you can hear the music. That's Layla driving by in a Russian pimpmobile.
The soundtrack for the final.
Yeah. We're in beautiful downtown San Antonio, home of the Alamo and the San Antonio Spurs. Former NBA World Champions, Tim Duncan. So 4-2 for Bob. Simple, he's going to make his 4 point, maintaining an active builder on the 8. And, wow, fantastic shot for Petko here. He might play for one more undoubled gammon to take a 10-1 lead if Bob fails to enter.
A little bit
here.
Premature for the undoubled gammon here.
Understood. I like to look ahead. Okay, so he's got to slot his 5 points. Got to diversify Petko. I would do this and diversify Petko's attack numbers. What does he get? 5-4 simple escape here. And that's an interesting question. If Bob rolls like an ace-2, should he make the anchor or the 5 point? I think I'd make the 5. So now this is the question I was asking. I mean, do you make the 5 point, bring a checker down, or make the 20 point?
I think he makes the 5.
Make his own 5 point.
Yeah.
Yeah, Petko's stripped on the 8 point. So this is a good idea. This is a very good idea by Bob. If Petko's rolls an awkward number here, Bob can think about cubing. Maybe. It depends on the race.
There it is.
Okay, so, but there's no cube. There's no cube for Bob.
But it's already a bonus for making the right play.
Yeah, it's a nice play, Bob. Thoughtful, very thoughtful play this late in the week here. He's thinking about doubling, but he doesn't.
This.
No, that's like a free chance to just lose the match. What is he roll?
But he's got to do something.
It's a 2, and there's a glare on the other die. We will be in suspense for a moment here, as well as the spectators at home. It was double two, is very strong. Okay, Petko's going to need a miracle to stay in this game, or like a double threes. If not, it should be like an instant double here, and Petko's got a super tough decision. 8, 11, 14.
Like
The race is close.
Looks like a clear take.
So it's, I don't know about, oh, he's not doubling. This makes no sense. I mean, down 8-1 in the match here, absolutely. Yeah, no, that's a good observation by Michael. That's Crawford. Every game is Crawford for Bob. He never doubles. Okay, so Petko gets to, what do you do here? I think it's really awkward no matter what you do
I think
here.
you just clear the 13 point.
I think Joe's
would've
right.
brought
I
four
think
down.
Joe's right there. I mean, you have awkward threes. And still Bob's not doubling. It's probably still in the neighborhood of a double, even though Petko gained 20 pips in the race. So you got to bring 2 down here. The attack doesn't make any sense.
No.
Not for me.
No.
I mean, you can wait. The attack, you play 8-1. You got to leave a couple of blots, and you don't give them up entirely because you do have some return shots, but the attack's a little weak. It could be. I miss those plays when they're appropriate, at times.
I don't know. You're giving 15 hit-backs. That's pretty bad.
You want to make the board. You don't want to.
I'll crush target.
I mean,
Let's see. 42, 92, 120, 127, 50, 80, 90, 104, 106.
Another play you could
That's 21 pips.
you could consider 13-7 too. I mean 13-6. I mean.
I wouldn't do that.
This one I would not do.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, I think Bob hasn't shown the aptitude to double in these kind of situations when appropriate. I'm not sure, and his position has deteriorated somewhat from its maximum. Well, he can think about it. His opponent's 3 away. He's got his pieces are all disjointed. He can prime them in. 4-1 is a very good shot for Petko. Now Petko's ahead in the race and got a better board, so he doesn't need too much help to get back in the game here. Well, we're going to play 9-8. 8, no, are we? No, this is probably correct. Don't leave him the board check. I think this. Okay, ace deuce for Petko. If Petko actually had 9 points here, I think I might consider doubling for Bob, but the mere fact that Petko's 3 away, it's probably okay. Bob does double. Okay, so he didn't double before when we all thought it was appropriate double, and it's probably still an appropriate double.
This is reasonable.
And let's see, we're going to have an exciting match, or it was going to be a blowout. Okay, Petko is now playing on for the match for the gammon. 3 in, making the 5-point or 4-point board. Bob's got 4 return
Bob's
shots.
9 for a 4.
1 shot back, 1 checker back. Okay. So Petko will basically never have a recube here unless there's some unusual position. I would think this is slightly better than average roll, even though you're putting your pieces out of play.
A6 is better than average.
That was a double 6. Okay. Let's see if Bob can come in and make it an interesting match here. He does not. And Petko has got to avoid the double 3s, otherwise he's home free, just about. Okay, no return shots for Bob.
Match could be over on this game.
It
Bob
certainly
needs a
could
4.
be. Reasonably well played by both sides. I think this is fine. You take away the 3 big doubles that would have left a shot for the extra checker. If Bob came in right away, he could look at reasonably saving the gammon. 5-3, clear the outside point for Petko. Bob needs a fan or come in with a 4 or roll boxes. Might be. Oh,
That's
this
a
is
6.
well. They might save him the gammon. I mean, see.
They should bring a man in.
Yeah, perfect efficiency here. Bring the checker in. And Petko's off in 8 rolls. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And Petko rolls a 4. I think Bob's probably a slight favorite to save the gammon, but I'm not absolutely sure about it. We kind of want to see that so the match can continue. Nothing against Petko, but okay. Petko's off in 7 unless he rolls a weak 4,
Oh,
which he
there's a
did.
weak
He rolled a
4.
weak 4.
Now Bob's a pretty good favorite to save.
Yeah, as long as he rolls like 7 or 8 pips every shake, he should be okay. He rolls 7 pips. That's wrong. You got to bring it straight into the 6 point. No wastage whatsoever. I mean, he could roll like some 5s and 4s, and then he'd be sorry he made that play. Okay, 6-5 for Bob. That's a pretty good shot. Petko needs a couple of doubles, or for Bob to roll very small to have a gammon. Petko does roll a double, and he's got 7 checkers left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Petko's one roll of a double away from. Oh, Bob got what double? Oh, that's 5-4.
5-4.
That's an illegal play, and
Petko's
he's
pointed
being
it out.
informed. Please play your checkers legally. So what is
That's
he?
not legal.
Oh,
That's
okay. Then
also-
that's a
and
little bit of a
that's
mistake.
bad.
I don't think it cost him too much,
Double two.
but you know, at least. I mean, if you see a quarter on the ground, are you gonna just like let it stay there? You pick it up.
He found it anyway. There you go. That's it.
Okay, so Petko is one roll of a double away from winning a gammon and the 2019 Malcolm Davis Longhorn Classic. Let's see if Bob can avoid rolling 2 aces. That's one of them. Okay. Well, let's see. No, I don't think you even need the 2 aces. You just gotta.
If he rolls
you gotta-
back-to-back aces, it could be very
Okay,
bad.
2-1. Yeah, that's true. If he rolls like a 2-1 followed by any ace, really.
Great
6-5.
shot.
Just bring two back checkers in. You have no numbers that miss. Is that correct? Yeah, you got
Yeah.
no numbers that miss. But Petko, let's see if he can roll that double and then the match, or it'll be 10-1 Crawford. I don't even know what is 10-1 Crawford. It's like 5%, 4%, 6-2, and the match will go to the next game. 10-1 Crawford lead. Now, does Bob? He's still too tired to take a break? What do you think, Joe? Crawford. So Bob is a gammon go here. He needs to try and win that gammon to have one less game that he needs to win to win the match. So he's got to play extra aggressive for a gammon. And Petko's conversely has got to be conservative and try not to play too crazy and get himself gammoned, because it could make a difference.
Hey, I can't talk right now. I'm doing the commentary.
Okay, so
Yeah, I did. I back.
5-4 for Petko. He's splitting for sure.
Okay.
And Crawford game, so there'll be no use of the cube here. 3-2. Well, hit and bring a checker down, of course. And this could, you know, if Petko misses, Bob's got gammon chance that if he hits, it could be a very long game here. 4-3. I think we're going to be in for a long game. Single or double anchor game. We don't exactly know at this time. 4-1. Enter and hit. I think Petko may end up with one of those massive back games he's famous for, and usually wins. Okay, 1-6. Pretty weak shot for Petko. Ooh. 4s, 2s, 1s, 3s, and 6s if he comes out to the 16 point. 1s, 4s, 6s, 3s. Wow. I don't know. 16. Oh, this is not the right idea for me. It is a perfect duplication of 6s and 3s, and maybe an insightful play that I just did not see. But good for Petko. Bob doesn't roll one of those 6s or 3s. Oh, now he's got a decision to make here. I probably make the point and hit, but okay. Well, it's a key roll right here for Petko. Fantastic shot, hitting and making the bar point, eliminating many of Bob's gammon chances at a certain point in time. This point in time, I make the 8 point for Bob. I'm not going to make the advanced anchor. Okay. Petko's attack isn't super strong at this point, but he does have a few jokers. 3-1 is an excellent shot here. By far, he's going to make his 5 point over the advanced anchor. There's not much of a doubt here. And if Bob can maintain and gain the advanced anchor, I'm going to have a relatively long game. Okay. Well, that's not the right idea. You got to make the anchor first and then think about your 4. This is a little bit short-sighted, but maybe from Bob's perspective, what do I care if I'm gammon? I lose anyway. But you get gammon, you lose the match. So you just don't have to pay the extra point. Okay, 4-6 for Bob. 13-7 with the. No, actually, you can hit him. What would you do? I'm not even sure. Okay, a little duplication of 6s here. Okay, double 2s for Petko. We can make the 9 point, the 5 prime. I'm not terribly worried about getting that third checker sent back. Kind of hard to make a 6 prime for Bob when Bob only has 10 checkers in the zone. And what does Bob roll? Is that a double 5s or a 5-4? 5-4. Okay, well, it's very interesting. I'm not sure. I mean, I'm not sure what you do here. I mean, an attack is not that likely to succeed with 5 checkers behind a prime. So I think for Petko, I'm coming in on the 23 and safetying that checker. back checker. It's not going to be too hard for him to escape his back checkers, even if Bob makes the
I
bar
would come in
point.
on the 21 and play 13-11.
I would not have made that play. No, and then you're giving Petko, Bob good 5s and 4s. This is an easy escape here. Safety a blot. Eliminates many of the gammon risks. Yeah, I mean, I just make the 9 point, play 9 to 5. All right, that's a little desperate. I don't make that play. Okay, 6-5. Okay, closeout is pending very shortly, with many miracles. So 3-1. Oh boy, I mean, it's so sick to make the ace point. You're with 5 guys behind the 5 prime. Yeah. I'm not sure. I don't. Please, do you? Yeah, I guess there's a pretty good chance Bob's going to get a hit, and he may just be. Wow. You might play bar 23 and 6-5 here, not even hit him. I mean, you don't have that great a chance of getting primed in, and you may give Bob a really bad double 5s, which he wouldn't have if he stayed out. So this is a pretty insightful play, but the one risk, well, Petko Bob had the 6 to escape with anyway, even if, well, actually, 6-4. I don't know. I mean, what's the benefit of making the 9 point? Is all that great? Yeah. I mean, it's not terrible for Petko to be hitting extra checkers and I wrote an article on how to defend against a back game many years ago, and my idea was to get about 5 checkers on one side. I mean, half the checkers on one side of the board and half the checkers on the other side of the board. So it's okay for Petko to hit and send at least 1 or 2 more checkers of Bob's back. A lot of players will just refuse to hit and cause problems. Well, I mean, if you got on this far, just cover. Then, like, if he fans, you could miracleize your way out of there, or if he rolls an ace, you still have your back game. 1-4. I mean, that's not so strong for Petko. I'm just bringing it in. I bring there with him. Okay. It's an interesting position here. So Petko's got some 3s and 4s are not all that good for him here. So only 5 or a 6 is fantastic for Petko. Actually, to be honest with you, here's when I play. 24-18, 5-3 hitting. Escape the back checker out. You have a chance to get hit and, prove your timing. Yeah, you could do. I mean, so. Okay, and this is very bad for Bob here. He may go bonsai here and just start breaking points and hoping to get multiple checkers hit. But it's extremely hard to time this back game here. So it's a very good chance that, okay, 6-2 and 24-22. We're going to go for that triple back game. Any entering number for Petko will hit Bob, and Bob will have that 7th checker back, which is, it could work. It also could be an absolute disaster, but at this point, with no cube in play and no gammons in play, Bob's just got to go for it. But now his ace-5, and now Bob's 4s are really bad. He'll be forced to make his ace point. I would slot the outside of the prime for Petko for sure, if given the opportunity. And think about hitting. Okay, he's definitely going to slot the outside of the prime. Hope to get a hit with a 6, ruin Bob's timing, and activate those checkers on the 6 and 5 point. If not, he's definitely got to do this here. So everything's good for Petko. If Bob rolls small, it starts busting his board. If Bob rolls the 6, then he's got to break the anchor. And he does roll the 6. But he escapes with the back checker. That gives him a little bit more hope. Okay, so, well, double 6s, okay. This hurts his timing quite a bit here. And he got nothing else to do but really bring those checkers home here. I mean, other than the fact that Bob's got a blot on the ace and deuce and he's missing his 6 point, he's got a perfect game.
Probably not that worse than him rolling an ace or deuce.
Yeah. So 6-4.
Yeah, I rolled double 4s and double 5s.
6-4 for Bob. I'm coming off the. Was this Bob's roll?
Yeah.
I'm coming off the back. I'm playing the deuce 3 back game. I'm giving up the triple back game. You don't have the timing to support a triple back game. If you just play to the 5 point, your 4s and 3s start busting. Very insightful play by Bob. He's given himself a really good chance. Petko may be forced to point on him, in which case, well, Petko's going to double blot here. He's going to hit on the 4, slot the ace point, hope to get a hit and sent back, and really, especially ruin Bob's timing. But
Bob rooting for a 4-6 here.
okay, so 3-2. Okay, so I'm not sure whether to come in on the 22 or 23 point. This is probably better because he could get a shot on the 9 point, but he's not really ready to hit and contain yet. So Petko maybe, this is a really good shot for Petko. Breaks the 9 point, makes his 4 point. He's got a, I mean, I don't see the benefit. This is a possibility. I mean, he gives Bob 5s and 6s, but Bob's not really ready to contain yet. Petko, the idea of Petko is trying to break his blocking points, so you could potentially make this play. I'm not sure I would though. All right.
Looks like it's not that bad.
So Bob rolled
are you serious? It's not that bad.
Bob rolled a 6-3 here. All right. I'm not sure what I would do, but I mean at least this improves his home board position. Doesn't harm his timing. That's a great shot for Petko, bringing the checker from 9 to 4. Unless he's considering breaking one of those blocking points. But,
I don't know. It might be right to break the 8 point right now.
Or even the 7 point. The 7 point's harder to
I think
clear
I would
than
have broken the 8 point.
That was an interesting move. There's 3 possible plays here. Okay, so it's fair. I mean, Bob doesn't have the 6 point yet, but he has a chance to make that 6 point. And really, unbelievable shot for Petko. Unless he's off the gammon. So he's accomplished one thing, at least for sure. What's Bob roll? Okay, so well, Petko could roll double deuces and get hit, but it's pretty unlikely. All right, so it's 5 to 4 with the ace. You got 4 in the 6, 5, and 4 points. Very smooth position here. Looks like Bob's going to end up playing a 23-point game. He's going to so he makes the point. He makes a 6 point. He's going to abandon the 22 point on the next roll if he can. Petko's in a great situation here. No numbers leave a shot, although now he's stripped on the 6 point shot, and double threes would be horrible. I see these numbers like immediately. Okay, so he definitely is bending the 23 point. Come out with both of them. Come play down to this. Are you going to? I think I get myself the 3 to cover and close the board. Blake Fleetwood agrees. And Layla Volstack agrees.
We have with us today Blake Fleetwood, the captain of the U.S. team in Montenegro. U.S. will be playing. They will be playing the Nations Challenge, and he has teammate Nick Blazer sitting beside him.
Oh, this is an awful shake for Bob. In two shakes, he's been forced to give up not only his 23 point, but his 22 point, but his 23 point. Petko's got deuces and 3s to close Bob out. Well, you know, Layla's corrected this. Oh, now, wow. Let's see if Bob can roll a 3 to extend the match here. He'll be a favorite if he can hit. 3s to hit and 4s to cover. He got the 3. Oh, my good. Wow, that's super exciting. I don't think I'm bringing that checker in, no. Get the direct, indirect coverage of Petko happens to roll an ace-6.
He feels like a winner.
Yeah, he's got a chance here. He's a favorite. If he can close the board, for sure he's a favorite. He's still probably
He doesn't want to see too many 6-1s, though.
That's right, Joe. Oh, 2-6. Very close. And finally, Bob closes the board.
Loses his builder on the
Yeah.
5 points.
He's still a
but
favorite
he's very
here.
happy.
I mean,
It's
he's
the
got
solid favorite.
3
Petko
numbers to
having-
leave a shot, but he does not roll one of them. So 3. I personally am playing 3 to 1.
Likewise.
I'd like to sacrifice the 4 numbers that leave a shot because even double 6 you roll, you get 4 checkers off. And I don't want Petko coming in immediately if I strip my 6 point. Okay. That's a pretty weak shot here. I'm still keeping the board closed. I mean, you could play fancy like this, but now gives.
Don't lift. Please don't lift. Don't lift.
This is the wrong idea completely. I mean, you just got to keep the closed board and hope to roll a decent number. If you play 6 to 1 and 3 to 1, one thing's for sure: Petko's not coming on the next roll.
This is a very bad roll.
Say it a little louder, you might hear it.
Yeah, well, we have no favorites in the match. We're unbiased announcers. Yeah. Okay. This is the wrong idea. Because he can still win the game if Petko.
I don't think this is so bad.
I think it's still the wrong idea. Petko's roll flows too. So for the moment, Bob presumably has benefited from that move. Unless he rolls a 6. He rolls a 6. Hey, now he's got 2 off. Petko's 6 off. I don't think I'm leaving a double shot here. You can still win the game. Petko comes in with 6-1, 6-2, 6-3, and such so on. Yeah, it didn't seem like it.
Just been joined by Judy Stonefield.
Hey, you know,
most beautiful woman at the
these are
tournament.
the finals, and I lost in the first round. So Bob, Petko does roll that 6-3. So Bob really benefited from not leaving that double slot there. That was a good idea. 6-4. So 1, 2, 4, 5, 6.
11 checkers. to 9.
So Petko can roll a 6-5 or 6-4. He's in business, but he's still down a shake or two here.
Probably should slot the deuce.
Oh, I don't think so. No, you need big number. You're down in the match. You're down in the race. You got to have the big numbers take the checkers off. 6-5, 6-4, 5-4, 6-1. So let's see. 8 checkers against 9. Well, Petko can roll a 6 in the next shake and avoid aces and deuces. But Bob Glass rolls a double to take the lead again. He's a pretty big favorite, especially if Petko can't roll a 6 double. Okay, 3-1. We have 6 checkers and 6 checkers, but Bob's got far the best of it.
3-2.
3-2. Petko, if he can avoid missing 6-5, 6-5, 6-5, he wins the match. Okay, 5-4. Well, that's not that good, but Petko needs 4s, 5s, or 6s.
He's going to need double 2s or better on his last shake.
Okay.
I'm predicting.
5-2. Hey, he needs 3s or better on the last shake.
3s are better.
If Bob doesn't roll a double, we are going to see. Okay, if Petko doesn't roll that big double here, then it'll be 10-2. Post Crawford. This could end the match. Oh, 4-2. Okay, we're on to the next game. And yet Bob still refuses to take a break. Will he take a? Will he take a? Will he take a break if Petko gets to 11?
He's won 1 in a row. He should break now.
He's on a roll. Well, it's pretty much locked into not taking a break till 11 is over. Yeah, no, actually, it wouldn't be a bad idea, but I get paid by the hour, so I'm here for the duration. 10-2. All right, some players, when their opponent is odd away, post Crawford, they try to steal the free pass. I mean, the free take from their opponent. I don't think Bob's going to do that. So is he actually trying to trick him, or is he forget the double? What do you think, Joe?
He knows that Petko's one of the top 10 players in the world, and he knows that Petko's never made this type of error. So
wait a minute, is this like one of the things like poker, where he knows what you know, but he knows what you know, and it's like 4 levels deep? I don't know. I think Bob just forgot to double here.
He's trying to trick him.
Okay, all right, you make the 5 point for sure. You're damn and go here.
Petko's thinking, what is this guy? He does not respect me? Why is he not doubling?
That could steam him into losing the match, I tell you. That might be the best strategy altogether. And not try and trick him. I personally think he just forgot. He thinks it's a 13-point match. I'm sure it's got to be it. (3-1). Very strong shot for Petko, making the 5 point. Slight favorite in the game. He doesn't double. He's just simply forgotten. It's the end of a long weekend.
He just did something. He just touched his head. I wonder if he was thinking, "Oh my gosh, I haven't doubled," or he didn't like the 3-2.
Yeah. Well, what are we doing with the deuce here after making the 10 point? Maybe we just play 13-8. I don't think I want to step into the attack zone.
Agreed.
possibly even play 10 to 5. Not out of the question. Takes one of the more blot out of the equation.
Very reasonable.
Bob's not doubling. I personally think he's playing for an undoubled backgammon. That's got to be it. I mean, 3 points gets him to 5. Pretty savvy. Yeah. Fantastic shot for Petko. 5-4 escapes, giving Bob 7 return shots. If he doesn't hit that, if he doesn't hit one of the 7 return shots, then Petko's, oh, the wrong deuce here. Yeah, I think this is fine. Petko's got a commanding position here to take this tournament down. Very good shot to bring active bills to the 11 and the 8. 6-2. Bob improves his position. Makes the deuce and slots the 4. Keep the checker back, way back in his opponent's board. He's considerably down in the race here, so I think I want to improve my position and not really think about escaping that last check and going to the race. You can always give up the midpoint and try and fill in your board. 70, 80, 126, 130, 134 for Bob, 15, 83, and 31, 60, 122. It's only 12 pips, but he was giving Petko small numbers to hit and big numbers to race, so I didn't like that idea. So Petko's going to play 11-6, 11-5, and 6-2, more than likely, or possibly all the way to the ace point. There's no reason to make the bar here and give Bob a double shot. So he just wants to check and see how the bigger numbers play.
Well, you have to remember, gammons don't hurt Petko because
Gammon.
Bob's never going to double.
Very good point. Very good point. Very good point by Joe. No, you just got to give up the midpoint. You cannot put the pieces out of play. Whether you play 13-7 or 13-10 twice, I mean, I think I just played 13-10 twice because Bob could, if he not hit on the next roll, he could win the race with the double sixes. I'm still playing 13-10 with the last one. 122 for Petko. 50, 125. The race is pretty close here. Yeah, the race is really, really close. All right, so definite improvement in the position for Petko, making his 4-point. Okay, Bob did get that double sixes. Unfortunately, he's going to only win 1 point if he wins the game. Never
Well,
gonna,
1 point is fine.
That is true, but if it goes to the next game and he only wins 1 point, then it could be a problem. 96, 57.
Very unlikely.
I'll be willing to bet you that Bob wins 2 points this game.
So Bob is up 23 pips after the play, and Petko is going to roll an average of an 8, so Bob will be up 15 pips and may, reconsider not doubling. Maybe. I'm not betting on it. I'm not betting on that.
Will Bob double within the next 10 rolls, yes or no? There's your Super Bowl prop.
I think he's gonna double now.
No, I think he just.
No, he's not going to double now. He didn't double before. Why would he double now?
He just. Yeah, he did forget. That's.
Yeah.
No.
No, it's not a pass.
It's become more of a take than ever at this point. Well, 6-4. For Petko is going to make his deuce point here, even out the distribution, save a 6 in the outfield. I'm just making the deuce here. Even out the checker distribution. So 5-4 for Bob. Let's play 10-1. Make the ace point, play 8-6. 3 numbers to cover and make his 3-point. 4-2. I'm not saving a 6 here. I'm just closing the board. You don't have enough time. Petko's still got 2 6s to save, so there's no point in busting your board up and saving a 6 when you're so out-timed. Just close the board. If you get hit, if you leave a shot with a 6 and get hit, you still have that fly shot returns with a closed board.
Oh, but you do get an extra shake at a clearing number.
Yeah, I'm just not doing it. I'm playing 7 to 1.
I would not. I'd get the extra shake at the clearing number with this kind of racing lead.
How big is the race lead? Not that big. 41, 70, 83 for Gray. Yeah, the race is like super close. So Bob's, all right, Bob makes one of Joe's plays, presumably. Both players still have a fairly decent amount of time on their clock, but, you know.
Petko's saying, well, I can't double you.
Maybe Petko forgot. They just didn't know.
Yeah, I mean, this is,
I think he was questioning if that was legal.
oh, okay. Okay, double aces. 5-4. All right, well. He's given up his last challenge. 3-2 for Petko, and just maintaining the closed board here. You get a shot, you hit. Like 98% favorite to win the game and the match. What did Bob roll? 3-2. All right, 6 to 1. I'll still save some of my smaller 5s. Petko's roll small. Yeah.
Petko would like to see a 6 down here.
Okay, 3-1. All right, pretty good situation for Petko if
I think he
Bob
would
leaves a
prefer to
shot.
have a 6 down.
He would have, but he didn't get it.
Shot time.
6, all right. Not the 6 that he was thinking about. So it's 12 numbers versus 15 numbers.
Now what?
Yeah. I think I'll agree with Michael. I've seen these kind of situations before.
6-1, 6-2, 6-3, and you make some waste pips on 5-1.
But you're getting a 6 shot on the 6-1 anyway.
Actually, yeah, he'll probably still break this 13 point with 5-1, 5-2, 5-3, but you'll get the shot at it. Yeah, he'll have to break the 13 point.
All right, well, we'll see later. I would have made the other play.
That looks wrong. When he rolls a bad racing number, you get hit a lot of times.
Wow, the 6-1. Okay, well, he's definitely going to reduce shots here. So Bob's got 11
I would have taken the man in. It's only one extra shot.
Yeah, you might be right there, Joe. Okay. Let's see if Bob hits with an ace. He did not. Pretty poor shot here, but he's still ahead in the race. Bring a checker in and never double. Ever.
Maybe it's against his religion.
Maybe he wants to see if he can win the match and play like a 22.
1 point at a time.
95 consecutive missed doubles here, but he still wins the tournament. I mean, that's hard to do.
A pretty close game here. Bob
He's
probably-
absolutely tired. Now, we're just making fun of Bob.
I only paid him 5 minutes for it today. Playing nonstop.
Yeah, we've mentioned that Bob's been playing nonstop.
Yeah, he won the he won the challenge where he won the most matches of anybody in this tournament, any division by far.
Really?
Yeah, it was a special side event.
Did you want that?
He certainly did. Far and away.
By a mine.
Far and away.
How many matches?
Yeah, he won the showdown.
He won another match.
He crushed the showdown.
How many did you
Well, I don't have that access in front of me.
Now he's knowing that far in
Okay, 3-1. So Bob's down 29, 37, 25, 30. He's down 7 pips.
I wonder if I roll double 6, even double 6, you haven't lost your market. You haven't rolled before.
There we go! Bob
Yay!
goes! Woohoo!
flat room.
He tricked him. He rolled all these 2-1s. Now he doubles and rolls double 6. Double 3s.
Oh, fantastic, Bob. But now the question is, after he wins this game, will he forget to double the next game? We'll find out. Maybe.
So he put the cube on him and gave him the 2-1s.
Yeah. 4-1 takes a couple of checkers off. A little substandard, 25-27.
Pretty close game here.
20-27 with Petko on roll. All right, Petko's down 1 pip. 5 checkers against 5 checkers, almost a mirror position. Bob's a pretty big favorite on roll here. Right, with Neil Kazaros, I can tell you exactly how much of a favorite Bob is. I'm not. Neil and Kit Woolsey did the commentary on the previous finals. Did a great job. 2 checkers off.
Looks like it's going to be double 4s on the last shake for Petko.
Yeah, unless Bob rolls a 4-3.
Last game he had double 3s.
6-4, okay,
So here it is, double 4s.
3 winning numbers to win the championship. Almost rolls it. We're going to the next game here. What do you think? Over or under in the next 3 rolls, Bob doubles?
Comedy Central. Welcome to the funny backgammon.
Yeah, I was going to say over under 3 shakes.
Hey, Steve, if you're playing against someone like Bob here that doesn't send you to conference situations, you ever try to pass to a spot where you think it's reasonable?
Oh, you mean to let him know that maybe he should double? I'm not sure.
No. So there's a point where Bob can lose his market, right?
I think
Do you even
Petko
bother to
break.
think
That's
about that
pretty
when he
deep.
comes your way though? Or not?
Huh?
Well, there's two schools of thought on it, right? You can get to a point where you actually have a pass, or you can just choose to always take and play on like trick or something. You know what I'm talking about? Or not?
Not really.
No, me neither.
This is too complicated.
Petko took a break, a very short break, just to get some water. He gets back. The score is 10-4.
Oh, it's clock.
Bob is, he needs to win four more games to win this match, or 2 doubled gammons will get him the title. All right, he slots here. Looks like he's thinking about doubling. If he makes that play, I think he's thinking about doubling. No, it'll be a long time coming before he cubes. No market losers here.
No.
3-1. Bar 22-6-5. Michael Nago in the commentary here with me. Fine player from Toronto. We played in the finals of the 2017 California State, in which he outplayed me, and I outrolled him. What can you do? Okay, so Bob with the 5-1. I probably play 8-7 here. Duplicate the 5s. 3s and 5s are duplicated. He has no, that's, I think, the wrong idea. You're only giving yourself a simple 3 to cover with. All right, so I probably play 13-3 here, hitting. I mean, you are gammon save, but no, I think that's the wrong idea. I would hit and duplicate 3s. Double 3s. Well, yeah. Maybe he's seen 2 more backgammon movies than I have. Okay, 13-10 with the last one. Duplicate aces. Strong blocking position potential. Okay, 6-1 for
Great shot for
Petko.
Petko.
Safety first. You know, it's not going to be super easy for Petko to bring this position home.
I'm guessing we will not see a double
I
for the
might have
next 20
considered
rolls.
making the 4-point there, honestly, and kept the back checker split. I'm not sure about yeah, so I think I'm bringing 2 down and duplicating 4s, but Petko will probably play 6-2.
I think he'll bring 2 down.
Well, I like the move.
He says a good time to do this now because Bob will not double.
Yeah, and not only that, playing a checker to the deuce point is
If
really...
he brings man down and Bob doesn't double, that's really bad.
He can just start to. All right, good move, Petko. As far as I can.
No, you can't afford to like roll jokers here and have some gammon chances.
Okay, so I guess he's got a hit. Continue.
Continue.
All right. Again, Bob's playing the let me trick myself gambit. Not doubling post Crawford. When
He needs
is
the double here? He doesn't want
when
to get
he's
gammons.
out away. Okay, Bob's got the 3-point board now. Petko's got a checker back, but it's a nice escaping number with a lot of active with spare checkers on his 8 and mid points, so he can wait quite a while before rolling a double to safety the 2 checkers on the 16.
Bob's back into trick mode again.
Yeah. Okay, well, nothing wrong with the 5 prime here. Although Petko doesn't have any numbers that leave a direct shot.
Pretty even game right now.
He has some awkward numbers. 5-2 is a pretty fine shot. 13-7. 13-6. So what's he going to do with the next one? Is he going to break his 5 prime and build inside? Or race? Wow. What's the running count, Nick? He's ahead 1 after the roll. Well, then I'd probably play 20 to 14 twice and 13-7 twice. Still got a little bit of coverage on stopping from Petko from slotting inside his board, but close enough of the race.
Also makes his twos not.
I mean, I think making the ace and deuce is the wrong idea. Playing 13-1 twice, probably the wrong idea. You play 20 to 14 twice, you're confronting his 2 stripped outfield points, which should make it relatively difficult for Petko to get home easily.
I agree with you.
And Bob's one of the fastest and best counters that I know. So he doesn't have to use up a lot of time on his clock, although he is down to 6.5 minutes on the clock, with Petko having about 8.5 minutes left. Okay, 2 and 2. That's my move.
Nice play, Bob.
Joe's play also. Let's see. Hopefully. 6-3 for Petko. Well, he's safe for the moment. Okay. Bob's got the 2 spares on the 7 to move without having to break his 5 prime. But he will break the 5 prime with the 5 here, playing 8-3, 7-5. Okay. Simple 8-3 cover. Bob's going to make his 3-point on the next roll. Back to a 5 prime. And then if Petko rolls a number and leaves a shot, will Bob double? How much torture is he going to put us under here?
Well, Bob should double right now. Depending on what Petko rolls, obviously.
Yeah, so 5-2, making the ace point. I suppose if you're really considering double when you get a shot, it's okay to wait. But if you're not,
He must double here.
if he's thinking about, and he does double. Good for you, Bob. Shakes many, many times, concentrating on the right numbers. And
Slot the 2 and play to 6.
yep, that's right. Even if Petko leaves a shot, Bob has a lot of hit and cover numbers, so he doesn't have to worry about breaking the bar point right here. 5-1 would be a wrong idea, but you do have to slot.
There you go.
Good move,
play,
Bob. Okay, 52 for Petko. Bring 2 in. It's an easy move. Remake a better point. 5-1, 7-1, 3-1 is the wrong idea. This is a good play. Proving his position, but Bob's going to have a 5-point board after this roll. And now when he's 6 by Petko, could put him in at gammon risk. 5-point board is achieved.
It's been very nicely played by Bob.
Okay, 6-5. Well, wow, what do you do here? I guess you just play 13-2. Minimal shots, minimal blots. You don't want to get gammoned here. And Bob's timing is decent, but not infallible. He doesn't hit this shake. 17 shots to hit. Small underdog. He does hit with the double 2s. So now he's got some reasonable gammon chances here. I make the 10 point here. Give yourself, I mean, you could bring a builder in. That's not unreasonable. The Petko comes in with an ace. Bob does want the extra attacker. Give himself better gammon chances. And a fan. He's got no anti-jokers. 5-4. Now I think I'm just running out. I don't want to give him the ace-3, the double ace, and the ace-deuce here. I think I just run all the way and then hope you don't roll double threes in the next shake.
I don't know. I don't think it's too bad to play 7 and 8 there with 5-4.
Okay, well, he's maintaining the extra builders, and Petko stays out. He does give himself a better double threes after this play, so it's not entirely unreasonable. 5-1, yeah, should definitely bring it in here. Petko can hit him back with ace-ace or ace-3. And ace-6 might save the gammon. But you got to leave a shot either way, so why not bring a builder in?
Bob closed him out. What is it, like a 20% gammon?
I think a little bit more. With the open 5 and 4 and 2 in the 16,
Maybe
a little bit
maybe
more.
23%.
Maybe. Back in that neighborhood.
No.
You studied that kind of stuff, Nick? Nick studied. Okay. Nick Blazer with the astute gammon save and attacking analysis. I'm not leaving the ace-6 here. I am not leaving the ace-6 for the extra builder.
No, they just all have their music on.
1-5. All right. So, Joe, if you roll a 6-1 here, are you hitting loose? 6-1, 6-3?
Yes.
For the gammon chance? I think it's worth the risk. Bob's got 4 builders to close the board and have a fair gammon chance. Okay, are you hitting with ace-deuce?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, the risk is not that great. But he's not going to do it. I mean, so he's going to give Petko a free shake to roll, like, you know, an average of 7 pips that don't escape. Yeah, he's lost most of his gammons, but he'll be happy to take the 2 points. He did remember to double, didn't he? Okay, so that'll be 2 points. That'll be 2 points that he's favorite to win here. All right, no fancy moves here. I just closed the board. I mean, you got to leave shots anyway, even if you don't close the board. 6-5, 6-4, double 6, double 5. So 6 numbers will leave a shot if he closes the board here. So 1 out of 6, 1 out of 3 to hit. So like about 6% to get hit. And even then, Petko's 5 and 4 are open. So he's pretty safe to win the game. And you do win a few extra gammons here. So I think you just got to do it. I mean, this now 6-4 leaves a shot, and you just lost out on some of your gammons. It's a little bit short-sighted, and he's going to pay the price. Because Petko is wisely going to run out, lose the race, and just lead 10-6 post-Crawford. And yeah. Oh, yeah, maybe. I don't know. I'm not that optimistic. All right, so we should be bringing 1 checker in. Wow, look at this. Okay, I guess there's very little gammon risk, so why not, you know, play for the win. So, Nick, what's the match equity at 10-6 post Crawford? For like 16%? I don't know these. I don't know these things. Yeah, but he can win a gammon. He can win a gammon. He can even win backgammon in this next game if he remembers a double on time. Okay, a couple of shakes, a couple more shakes. It'll be a mere formality here. Okay, 6-5. So we've just arrived at 10-6 post Crawford with Petko leading. He had a 10-1 lead at one point in time, and Bob's fighting back. No breaks to start the next game. Petko once reached the finals of Monte Carlo. If anybody can verify that, let me know.
I can verify that Petko reached the finals of Monte Carlo in 2017.
Okay. So yeah, he's a former finalist, the world champion, as well as our fellow commentator Joe Russell.
Okay, so we have an over/under every game, and when Bob will double. I'll say it will not be in the first 10 rolls.
Especially after this shake. Double threes. I'm making the bar point here. Simple.
Yes. Especially Petko. Petko, who's not a very highly rated player that you can easily trick.
Petko also one of the team captains for the USA versus Japan competition, in which USA prevailed at the Chicago Open in 2018, teaming up with Stick Rice. His first tournament in 15 years outside of his hometown. Double threes, we're going to block. Make the 5-point slot the 3, but we're not going to double.
No reason to.
That's fine. You're absolutely correct.
No reason not to either.
Can't lose. I think I make the ace point here. I keep my. That's in. Oh, I thought that was a 6-5. Okay, so I still might have kept that checker on the 11 for an extra builder to make the 5-point. You could have made.
Yeah, it's very little risk with the 2 blocks in the board.
Yeah, that's the whole point. All right, so make the deuce point, bring the builder in.
I think you had the right idea last time.
Yeah. Bob's down to 4 minutes and 16 seconds left on his clock. I don't believe he's ever timed out, but this would be a bad time to do so. A massive 8 minutes left on his clock. That's not necessary. You can just roll, see if you roll double 5s. 2-1. Okay, he did get to make the 5-point with only the 2 active builders. Bob rolls a 4-2, bringing 2 in, making his 4-point. He's a little bit out of timing, but I mean, any other play really messes your distribution up pretty badly. Boxes by Petko would leave a shot here, and then double threes would hit and cover, but it didn't happen. He's just going to clear his 8-point.
Pretty even game here. Bob has the positional advantage. Petko has the slight racing advantage.
Okay, so 5-4. You're coming out with both checkers, and it's a pretty. I mean, Petko does get a chance to hit. He will hit, but then Bob should cube from the bar.
Bob's already cubed.
Oh,
he hasn't cubed.
he has
You're
not
right.
cubed.
I
Okay,
forgot.
well, I slot the 4-point here. He did cube. That was the last game, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my. Well, I'm making the playing 13, 16, 10, 16, 10, and 6-3, duplicating 3s, and making the 5th point in his board. Got to leave a direct shot anyway, so why not be constructive? Let's see if Petko can roll that joker. No joker. Yeah. Make the ace and slot the 3-point. Keep all your pieces in play. I'm not going to worry about giving up a 6 timing. Bob should, unless he rolls a 7, he should just bring in the checker in from the 10-point. And he can't. He can't do either. Wow. So, he's going to duplicate. So he's going to choose to duplicate something. Aces, deuces, or 3s. We don't know yet. Maybe play 17 to 15, and yeah, this gives him connection. Make the 9-point on the next shake. Double 2s virtually end the match here for Petko. Let's see what it comes up with.
This was here?
What's going on?
So that's
Why is Petko's clock running?
2, right?
Did they send it?
Was it?
Oh, it's
This
Bob.
was- I think it was here.
I believe it was legal.
So you have.
Yeah,
so
so
that's
why is
the
this?
reason.
The clock should be centered actually when they're just trying to discuss whether the move's legal or not.
Bob's clock is running.
I know that's the whole point. So
Oh.
if Petko's saying that
Oh, I thought.
it was an illegal move, they should center the
Okay,
clock and make a
sorry,
determination. That's a little bit
Yeah.
unfair,
Is
but
it
I don't
legal
think
to say
I thought it was.
I don't
legal.
think Petko is even aware of the fact that Bob's clock is running.
You made the right.
Down to 3 minutes on the nose here.
I don't like this play.
Why not?
I'd rather get that with double fives than it'd be a winning joker.
Okay, so Petko should probably make the 3-point play 6-2, saving a last 6. Bob should be able to safety at least this shake, unless he rolls double ace or double. No, double deuce will even save. Just double ace doesn't save. Now he gets to make the 9-point. This looks a nice. You block the double twos. You get the. No, you got to get the double shot on the. Oh, well, he doesn't have a bad 6 yet. So maybe this is reasonable. Well, it doesn't block double twos. And Petko's a little bit ahead in the race, although I'm not keeping a running count. So, no reason to bring the checker in yet.
No.
Bob does have a free 6 to play. What do you roll?
6-4.
4, that's a forced move. Cube is still in the middle, and as it should be, actually in this case here. Pretty bad shake for Petko. Got to break one of those points inside his board, whether he wants to leave blots there or not. I mean, I probably break the 6 point so I don't have a double gap.
Break the 6 point, better for the race.
Yeah,
When
and
he
the race
rolls
is
a shot, he gets-
relatively close here. So if Bob rolls a 6 here. Oh, he's going to double. Okay. Well, can't say it's a bad double, but he could have waited. Let's see, roll double aces here. All right, I think we're waiting here. If you're trailing in the race. 80 minus 4, so 76. 36, 46, 56, 73. So you're down 3, but Petko's got some wastage. But I really would probably still rather block the double 6s than double 4s or 5s. I don't know. These are really a little bit tricky here. But Petko's got more timing issues than Bob, so I think I don't think I do this here. It does give him a good 6-5 and a 6-5 and double 6s, but all right. Well, no reason to leave a direct shot here. Just hope for a joker. Okay. Bob's not a favorite to leave a shot, but even if he doesn't get hit, it's not that bad. I'm definitely hanging back here now. Do not let Petko go with numbers like 5, 4, 4, 3. Petko rolls a 5-1. He must leave, so he's got a chance to leave 15 or 14 shots. But if he stays back, he gets a shot on 6-3, so it's probably worth it to do the crossover and keep the checker back. And it's not even like he can duplicate anything by moving forward, because Bob's got 5s and deuces to cover.
Crossover, one extra shot.
Probably.
And plus it makes it 6-3, 5-3 worse.
Yeah, absolutely. All right.
The hit's pretty deadly.
Petko's down to 7 minutes.
You're not so sorry that
Bob's
he
down.
covered if he get hit. No, but no, I'm saying if he hits and covers, you're not so you're not thrilled to have that come in and hit him anyway. He might pick up more checkers.
Yeah. For the gammon, right? He's got to play for the gammon.
Petko's under 7 minutes on the clock here, but he, that's a decent amount of time with
I don't think this is right.
not that many. Yeah, I don't think it's right either.
I don't know. I don't think that's right.
Yeah, you want to give the. He's punished. No, he's not punished. It's the same either way. He's going to get hit either way. Do I slot the bar and let him double hit me with ace-6? So this now Bob leaves a double shot on double 6s here. I'm not sure. I think I'll probably slot the bar. Petko comes with an ace-4, hitting and safetying. The gammon risk is going way down. The game-winning risk is going way up.
The risk is going up.
No, I meant safetying the blot. It reduces gammon risk. Anyway, so you bring the builder in here. Bob can roll 6-5 here. He's got a pretty good chance to win the game. Or 6-3. He rolls a 5-1. I meant Petko, yeah. Yeah, seems reasonable, duplicating
2 to
deuces.
1.
It's probably not a big deal.
I don't think it matters much.
It really doesn't matter very much. Let's see if Bob can hit the second checker and win a gammon. Tie the match at DMP. Let's just see what he rolls here. He rolls a 6-5. Well, hit loose, bring checker into the 4-point. You still maintain your direct shot to send a second checker back. And let's see what Petko can come up with. Oh, ace-5. Now the gammon chances are way down, and his game-winning chances have increased a decent amount here. Bob's like, oh, why is this happening? 4-1. I'm not breaking the point and hitting loose here.
Petko might be 15%, 20% to win this game. Though.
I doubt he's 20%.
15%, maybe, yeah.
I think I'm playing 19 to 18 to get a direct shot on 6-5. Box is going to win the game for him anyway. You don't have to worry about getting hit. Still got 2s, 3s, and 4s to hit loose.
Bob could be thinking about 2 to 1.
Yeah, he could be thinking about it. I think he'd probably be wrong to make that move. He's short on time here. He's down to 1 minute and 36 seconds. That's less than 100 seconds. If he's not aware of his clock situation, it would be very unfortunate to lose.
Especially because he lost over a minute while they were looking at that position.
Yes, Michael Niaga won. Is it Wisconsin?
Was it Wisconsin who won with 3 seconds on the clock?
Yeah.
He usually doesn't need 3 seconds. According to Layla, Michael usually doesn't need 3 seconds.
Joe, you saved the best for last.
Dave, we walked into it. It's an eternity, you said.
You guys are all the best here. All right. So Bob's a pretty big favorite to win this game. 97-98% favorite to win this game. He's probably not going to win a gammon. And we are looking from a situation where Petko was ahead 10-1 Crawford to where Bob will be only trailing 10-8.
10-1 and bearing off with a smooth position.
Yeah. This would be quite a loss for Petko to endure. Okay, 3-2. All right, 64. Okay, double aces. Oh. Probably technically you might be right to take the checker off because of slight extra gammon chances, but I don't think Bob is going to. He did not. Chance of losing by rolling a big double and getting hit and then losing with Petko's got a busted board is pretty remote. Now this, yeah, okay, reasonable conclusion there. Does Bob have any checkers off yet? Is one checker off? Well, so boxes here and Petko's got like 10-12%. Probably at 5% now anyway.
More than 5, I think.
Perhaps.
Yeah,
Not,
more than 5.
not sure how much. Double threes. He's down a couple of shakes here, right? So he's probably got like 10-12% now. Oh, Bob rolled the double. That's a defensive measure here to squelch the comeback. 5-3 for Petko. Down a couple of doubles. Okay. 4-1. Bob's off in 4 rolls. Petko can be off in 1, 2. Does he need 3 doubles in a row? 3 doubles. Well, that's pretty remote situation. And we are going to 10-8. Post Crawford.
Petko's letting Bob use more time on his clock, but I don't think Bob will go.
Bob's down to 1 minute and 10 seconds left, and that's, you know, for players like Michael and the MCG, it's nothing, not a problem. It's an eternity, more than an eternity. I would panic with 1 minute and 10 seconds left. Probably, unless he like zones out. That's his risk. If he zones out and forgets about the clock, it could be a problem. Last year when Chris Trencher and I played in the finals of the Malcolm Davis Texas Longhorn Classic, I was down to about 37 seconds, and I was nervous. I have to admit that. So 6-4 for Bob. Nice play, opening play. Gammon go move here. Got about 30% chance to win the match. What do we got here? Dramatic 4-3. You're just supposed to bring 2 down, not split into the better board. And no double by Bob, but it's fine. Find a wait. Make the 5 in the 21, and then still not double. And still wait. Still wait. But I think hitting's just a bad idea. I mean, you can do constructive move on both sides of the board. This is pretty weak. You know, I mean, but Petko will come in on the 20 and safety. This has got to be a bad idea. I mean, Bob's got his deuce point made. You can just got to go for making the back anchor. What's the worst?
Here comes the double.
What's the worst that can happen? Well, yeah, we will find out. Short order. We're really okay. I think I'm making the 9 point here. Just slowly develop my position. Try and get to a gammon. Okay, 6-2. Nice shot. Oh no, actually no. He can't. Yeah, what's he gonna do? I was thinking he could make the bar point, but we just do this and duplicate 2s. I would have moved the checker to the 7 point. I don't like stacking the 6 checker up. So we hit an escape for Bob. Petko could be in a little bit of trouble. He's had this match practically locked up for a good portion of the play period.
That's a huge roll.
So enter hit, and he's gammon.
Twice and hit.
Yeah, Joe's right here. Offensively, you don't need to think about it so much right now. Make the defensive anchor, practically ensure you save the game, and give yourself plenty of good game-winning chances. 5 point would be out of the question. The 3 point, you know, it's not the right.
He has to make the 21 point.
He really does. He really does. 5 points, totally the wrong idea. Yeah, well, I mean, making the 21 is kind of also playing to win.
I played 1 or 2. 2. Where was this?
He's not down that much in the race.
Oh, what was the original?
23,
It was on
okay.
the bar.
Well, that's
Also, it makes the game more
I was
complicated
on the
when you
bar.
get Bob less time
I
on
saw
the
it.
clock.
Okay, thank you.
yeah. Bob is under a minute. He's got 58.7 seconds left and no timeouts left.
He's got to do 21 twice. Anything else would
But
be
he's got the time to think about it, and that's
No.
well, it's
no.
better than 8 to 5 twice, but not by a lot. You know, Petko's got plenty of time to think about it, and he should think about it. One of the things that players don't do often enough is
There you go. That's
use the clock
smooth,
efficiently.
Smooth and strong. There you go.
Some of the best players in the world, Mochi included, will quite often end up with less than a minute on their clock. Okay, so enter and hit. And yeah, I mean, you must hit to try and give himself better gammon chances. Petko comes in with double 4s, which is an awesome shot. Enters, hits on the 9, makes the 4 point, completely reverses the tempo of the game here. And he's well on his way to winning this championship if he can stop Bob from anchoring. He's going to continue with attack with aces, 3s, 4s, and 8s. He didn't have 6s. Got 5. Oh, I apologize. I meant for the lower attack, the attack on the inside of the board here. Okay, that's the only reasonable 5 here. Bob needs a 5 to really help to contend in this game here. All right, well, ace deuce. Legal moves. Petko very politely. We continue here. Petko with aces to cover and 6s to hit. 5-3. Well, I guess I'm making the 5 point and hitting loose on the ace. I mean, you don't really want to be playing with extra blots here, but you also don't want Bob to be able to develop. So, oh, 1-6. Wow, what a shot. He comes in and he hits on the outside. And Petko's probably not going to get gammon, but it's not out of the
9 for 3.
not out of the question.
He
He
got
rolls
it.
the 3. He's got that double back game with all his pieces in play. 6-4 for Bob. So he's going to come out. And
Yeah, that's
I
right.
think that's reasonable. You can't get hit with any numbers, extra numbers that way. And Petko rolls a 4-5, and oh, I see. Should come in with a 5. Slot the deuce.
Yep.
Doesn't want to bury a piece on the ace point. Even if he gets pointed on, he's still got 2 anchors. Not a problem. Oh, double aces. Fantastic shot for Bob. And I think I just play 17-15. Give himself a chin. No, I mean, you want to block him in.
Why not play make the 7 point?
I don't think 7 points that much of an no, I leave it slotted. Yeah, well, he was still making his move. And Layla's correct. Bob's down to 42 seconds left. It would really be a shame if he was bearing off for a gammon to win the match and lose on time. 6-4 for me. Want to give you, well.
Yeah, I think that's right.
This is not that bad. 3s, 4s, and 6s. 5s are not going to play no matter what he does. Bob rolls a 6-4. It's a really good shot. I mean, he should have left that slotted in the first place, but he makes it naturally. Petko rolls something with a 5 in it. Now he can make his ace point. He should at least do that so that if he rolls a 3 or 4 on the next chick and moves out, he has more of a defensive position to be able to fight back with. Saves more gammons. Wins more games. But his Petko's next 5 is going to probably be a pretty bad one. Well, he's going to make his ace point here. Temporarily have a 6 prime for just the moment. Bob at 42.1 seconds left. Petko got a 5, but he got a 3-5. He escapes the back checker. Petko's got a decent game. If it weren't for the fact he had ace point made. All right, clear the 9, or clear the 10 point. So Bob's still got bad 5s here. Now he has bad 5s.
Another great shot, Bob.
Oh, no, Bob has bad 5s. And Petko had bad 5s, too. So Bob's 5s. This is a fantastic shot here. Bringing an active builder to the 6 and 5 point, stripping his 9 point, getting ready to clear it and bring the back pieces in. But still, Petko does not have that good a chance of getting gammon here. It's gonna be a slow bear in for Bob, probably, unless he rolls really, really well. Petko starting his 3 point, ace 6 for Bob. He's got no choice, just move to the ace. Petko is right about the right time to make his board and potentially get a shot with a 5 point board, which he does. Get that 5 point board. So like 6-1 leaves a shot, 5-4 is weak. He's stripping it. Petko's got most of his numbers play. I mean, double 5s would be an absolute disaster, but most of his numbers. Ooh, goes 5-4. Okay, so he can still play, maintain his position. Bob's got this is the roll of the match right here. 3-2, unbelievable shot. Fantastic shot. Now Petko's out of time. He's going to come off of the 21 if he can, if not the 22.
Ooh,
neither one. Well,
Petko.
it isn't horrible. Oh, it's for Petko. He rolls the he just makes the deuce point. So 6-1, 6-2, leave a shot. Ace deuce leaves a shot. Oh, he does not have a safe deuce to play. The Petko was 6s and 5s. How many numbers is that, Nick? Is that 30? Oh, counting on you, man. And he does hit him. Oh. Oh. I hit with the front because you got more covers.
Yeah, more coverage.
You got 11s and 12s to cover.
And if you get hit, you've got more.
You got a more defense that's stronger. That's right, Joe. All right, this is a big deal. It's a big roll here. Oh, 4-6 off the bar. If Petko doesn't come in, Bob could pick up those extra 2 blocks and win a gammon for the match from down 10-1. And Petko does not come in. Wow, this is huge. Bob has 6s and 5s to hit another checker.
3-1.
What a brick he rolls. Well, he can duplicate 3s. So I would play. No, you cannot duplicate 4s. So I would just do this and duplicate 3s. Let's see if Petko's got it in and roll that joker to help to potentially win the match. No. So Bob, it's still probably not going to be a gammon here. But it's a hit, and it brings the safeties a checker here. Bob is bearing off against the Petko's 22-point anchor. Petko comes in with a checker. I still think the gammon is not a favorite to happen, but it's not that far off. Double 4s clear the outside point, which is...
Gammon is a favorite now.
A gammon is a favorite now?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I can't calculate that quickly. Petko stays out, and now Joe's definitely right. Gammon's a favorite. Okay, so Bob rolls, and he gets a 6-3. Well, he's got, he's got 12 numbers to leave a shot here. And Petko enters, but he can't anchor. Yeah, just continue out. Got to make that crossover, if nothing else. That's a small mistake. I mean, if nothing else, you get to the 16-point, and double 5s brings 2 in exactly to the 6-point. Bob's safeties, and now he could be very well winning this match here from down 10-1 Crawford. Quite amazing. I think it was all those strategic missed doubles post Crawford. They can help earn him the title here. Wow, so Petko's got to be off in 5 rolls. He's going to need a couple of big doubles to do it. Joe, you were absolutely right. Oh, this is an absolute. This is really like amazing. Amazing comeback for Bob here. And tell Bob he's got another match after this. Yeah. 3-1. This is an amazing, amazing comeback by Petko. I mean, by Bob Glass here.
Needing 2 big doubles.
Yes, he does need a couple of big doubles. At least boxes or 5s.
Bob has 7 checkers left.
4s. Okay, you bring the checker in, make the crossover, and Bob does have 7 checkers left, so Petko needs just boxes or 5s, so probably save him the gammon, but no guarantees. Actually, boxes or 5s might not. We could be looking at the end of the match here very shortly here. Efficiency. I think it was actually right to play 17-14 for double 4s.
I think you're right.
So he's got to make 2 crossovers here, or it's match over. And he does make 2 crossovers. Boxes only will save Petko, unless he can talk Bob into a conversation for the next 41 seconds, which I don't think he will. Bob Glass is about to become, we will find out in just 1 roll. Only boxes will save Petko here. And the roll is, it's all over. Bob Glass has won the 2019 Malcolm Davis Longhorn Classic. Thank you all for watching, and see you next year.
What a comeback.
Good run. Let's go. Congratulations, Bob.
Thank you.
Nice run.
Good match.
You ought to quit spotting people 10-1.
I know.
It's tough. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Match, Bob.
Thank you.
My job, 10 to 1.
Jeez Louise.
Did I mess up
in? No.
What do you
10 to 1 Crawford and
Bob,
bearing off.
you gotta watch the video of us commenting.
And then they heard it all.
We were making fun of you the whole
Did you
time.
not hear it
you
all?
were.
You
Well, all
could
those
hear
missed
their
doubles.
commentary.
Although
If you
you
want to
forgot
check
to
it.
double. Did you ever really
Yeah.
forget? Or
Yeah.
were they ever tricky?
I don't need to listen.
I'm just saying, but you could. I'd be going, yay.
What?
Okay.
It's 3-0 in the third
It's
quarter?
still 3-0. Let's go to the party.
I took 2.5.
I paid for that on the first year.
So you can know.
Yeah.
Get your prize money for it.
Congratulations. Thank you.
Yeah, good job, Louie. Yeah. Good match. The extra half point could be key. Interference?
Looked like more interference on the defense, on the offensive player.
Oh,
I can't even think of too many interesting ones that I saw to like think about in that match.
So did I do anything?
That's what I'm saying. I can't think of anything. I don't know.
Maybe that game when he was playing back game, maybe I messed up something.
I don't think so. Trying to think.
Maybe I should pick up 2 checkers, one on the ace, one on the fold at one point instead of getting the deuce.
No, I think I would like to play there.
But I want to get crash.
Right, yeah. No. played forward or backward kind of. He had the hard side, you know. I think your plays were pretty natural.
What?
So I think your plays in general are pretty natural on that. Yeah.
On what?
On the back end.
On the back end.
Yeah.
We'll see. I mean,
Yeah.
it's
If
just.
you made mistakes, no one in the room caught it.
That's okay.
Yeah, I hear you. It's a lot of games that you never run.
Hey, gracias. I just more plants and stuff that we
But